Hi, this is Tyler Levin, Visual Intelligence Survey. I'm creating this video for all the pilot members who are going to help me with testing. Just to give you a high level view of what Visual Intelligence Survey is it's meant for people that want to use Tableau to analyze survey data. Now, being a Tableau consultant, I found that survey data was the toughest data to work with in Tableau. So what I did was create a survey software that allows you to kind of streamline the process. So there's going to be two users here that will benefit from the software. It'll be one will be people that are already analyzing survey data using Tableau. You can use my software, use the Tableau inspired features and the Tableau inspired output to make your analysis very easy as far as the data goes. And then there'll be two is the person that maybe might be using Tableau or might not be using Tableau, but want to use Tableau to analyze their data. That one is kind of the all-in-one. So you'd use the software to create the survey. It will then go to my database on the cloud. It will then connect to my pre-built Tableau dashboard on Tableau Online, and you can then view your survey results on Tableau Online without having to purchase any Tableau products or wait for any development or anything. You'll just use my dashboard to analyze all of your survey data. So that's what I'm going to show you first, and then I'll go into the actual software. So this Tableau Online account is for anybody that uses the Professional Plus membership. You will create your survey, like I said, send it out to people, and then you analyze your survey results using this portal. I would provide you with username and password to get on here, and then it will refresh probably a few times a day with all of your survey responses. So how it'll work is once again you go to Tableau or online.tableau.com. You would type in the username password I provide you, and then you'll come to this interface here. So right now I'm signed in as if I am the company Coca-Cola. So you will click on the first tab, is the overview tab. Here it's going to be a video explaining it. I just haven't got here yet. Here will be all of your surveys. So right now for Coca-Cola, they only created one survey called sports. And this is how the sports survey looks in the software. Question 1 through question 13. What team or what teams have good point guards, your gender, your age, ethnicity, etc. Then we have a matrix type question. Do these teams have great point guards? Strongly agree, disagree, etc. We have ranking type questions here. Type in your favorite player. What's your favorite or what is your team's open salary? Type in a number. What zip code do you live in? You type in a zip code. So this is the actual survey here. This is how it will look once you send it to people. And this is how you'll collect your responses. To type that information here. You'll see the section headings are up here and the questions, etc. And then you submit it here. I would click on the survey. Up here, it will tell me the number of respondents by date. So as of now, I only had 4 people respond on January the 7th. Next, we will go to table of contents. Now, how the dashboard is set up is there is different question types within the survey. We have zip code, radio, multiple choice, a ranking question type, numeric question type, matrix question type, and comment question types. The different question types will go to the different dashboards. So in the table of contents, you will see for each question that we created in the survey, which dashboard that question is on. Within the survey, we created groupings called section headings to group the different questions. So basketball type questions are all in this section heading. Here are all the different basketball type questions. And then the abbreviation for the questions. The abbreviation is just a short snippet of the question. So the actual question is type in your favorite player. The abbreviation for that is just favorite player. What is the zip code? What zip code do you live in? The abbreviation for that is just location. So it's just a shorthanded answer for the question. So I have the dashboard split up into two sections, demographics and basketball. Here are all the questions. Here are the short abbreviation of the questions, and here the dashboard is located on. Down here we have a home button. If you ever want to go back to the overview page to switch your survey, you'll click that home button. Now let's go to the first dashboard. So here is where all of the zip code type questions will be. So first we'll have a list of every zip code type question. The only one we have right now is called location. Now for that zip code question, this is me actually creating the question. I would select the section heading, which was demographics. The abbreviation of it is location. The actual text is what zip code do you live in. Once I save this, this will then be whatever people respond to it will then show up in the dashboard that I just showed you. So the actual question text was what zip code do you live in? The abbreviation for that was location. And here are the different filters you can apply to that. So what you'll see is you'll hover over it. Texas has a total of 1 respondents. Georgia has a total of 2. If you click on Georgia or any state, it will then show you where within Georgia your respondents are. So Georgia has a total of 2, and then this shows you the actual zip code of it. That's Austell. It took a second to load. So this just gives you a high level of where your respondents are. This can be any question, such as what office do you work in, and it would show here. Then you could filter it to just males or females or anything else. All these filters here are dynamic, so when you create your survey, you select which ones will be filters or not, and you have up to 10 choices, and they will populate here. Now all of the single and multi-response questions, which I'll show you the actual software, they all show here. So abbreviation age. The actual question was what is your age, and it shows you the percent of total. 50% of people were between 20 and 40, 25 were greater than 40, 25 were under 20. If you hover over it, it gives you some details. And then you can also filter here if you just want to see this by males. You select male and it'll show you the breakup here. Up here it shows you the total number of response at a high level. You can also see the different section headings. So if you just want to see demographic type questions, you hit demographics and it will just show you the demographic type questions. Another feature is called split by or split graph by. If you hover over here, it says click button to view or remove the list. If you select a button, you will then get a list of what these filters 1 through 10 are. Remember I said you only have up to 10 filters you can use. Anything that you select as a filter in your survey will also be an option to be a split graph by. And what split graph by is as you see filter 1 is gender. If I hit filter 1, it then splits your graph by male and female. So if I look at age band, for example, I see what the ages are for male and female. Anytime you select on for filter, once again it will be used as a filter on that bottom right panel, and it will also be used as a split graph by. So while you're sitting here creating these questions, you can select this on option up to 10 times, so up to 10 questions to be used as filters and split graph bys in your dashboard. If I want to see it by maybe education, I hit education and it then shows me here. So this is kind of consistent throughout all. If you also seen up here, it tells you how many response by each split graph. So here you have 1 Asian, 1 Hispanic, 2 whites for a total of 4. So this shows you the number. This section heading here will allow you to shorten your list. This actually chooses what question you want to look at, and this allows you to split your charts by the different filters that we have down here. and this is going to be consistent throughout all. So once again, this is single and multi-response questions. Now we go to the ranking type questions. We select what abbreviation. We only have one ranking type question, which is basketball. So for this question, which abbreviation is team ranking? As you see in the video, the section heading was basketball. So I just added a new section heading, put basketball, the abbreviation team ranking, what the question is, and what the text is. The question type was ranking, so it's going to go into that ranking dashboard. And it's that easy. Then you save it and send it out, and then it goes into that dashboard. Here we see the average score, which I only had 4 responses. So Bulls were number one, ranked number one. Grizzlies number two. Thunder was ranked number three. Their overall average score was 2, 2, and 2. And then their split up is represented by this bar here. So you can see one person selected the Bulls for ranking number one, two people selected Bulls for ranking number two, and one person selected Bulls for ranking number three, which averaged out to two. Down here, you can see a quick snippet of 1, 2, 3, and then down here you can see more details. You can then switch this to switch the ordering, answers first or ranking first, and it'll give you the percent of total here. Also the same thing here, if you want to split this by one of the filters, you can see what the difference is for male and females. Now we go to numeric type questions. Here's pretty much the same thing. This is the numeric question. The section heading, once again, was basketball, so I just picked it from the list, typed in salary cap, typed in the question, hit save. Once I hit save, I'll scroll down some, and here's the question: what is your salary cap? And you just type in a number, and then that will be represented on the data. I only have one salary cap. What is your team's open salary cap? Here we see we're still in the split, so females 375,000, males 185,000. If we go to total, we can see in total what the average is. Each individual circle is an individual response. The size of the circle is just to show outliers, so it gets bigger as it gets away from the average. Down here we have some statistics, and then once again we can filter to whatever we want if we wanted to down here. All right, here we have matrix type questions. I have a question called PG performance. So, do these teams have great point guards? Strongly disagree, agree, agree. So here we have the Bulls. You hover over it, you can see some details. 33% agree, 67% strongly agree. Down here we have a percent of totals, kind of in a bar. Here we have the number of respondents and weights. If you hover over here, this kind of explains the whole weight thing. So if you activated the weight option, then your weights more than likely will be different than your number of response. If you don't activate it, then they're going to be exactly the same. So this kind of gives you some explanation here. Then we have results for comments type questions. Now this is just free text. So the question was just type in your favorite player, and people typed it in. You can hover over here and see if there's any details here, but this is just free text type questions. Now if you have more than one survey, like I said, all of that information is going to change. You would select your new survey and you would come and go through, and it will be totally different questions.